Imagine being told that half the planet is deficient in intelligence because of biology. Now imagine hearing that in the 21st century and people still debating whether it should be taken literally, symbolically, culturally, or eternally. Today on Terry's Diverse Horizons, we're diving into one of the most controversial hadiths in Islamic literature, Sahih al-Bukhari 304. And before the comment section catches fire like a microwave with aluminum foil inside it, this video is about discussion, history, interpretation, and criticism, not blind hatred. Because when religion enters the courtroom of modern thinking, questions show up wearing steel-toe boots. Let's roll. Point 1. The hadith that started the fire. Sahih al-Bukhari 304 contains a statement attributed to Muhammad where women are described as deficient in intelligence and religion. That sentence alone has launched more online arguments than pineapple on pizza. Supporters say it's misunderstood. Critics say it says exactly what it sounds like. And just like that, humanity split into two groups, people reading context and people reading headlines. At 2, what does deficient even mean? According to traditional explanations, deficiency in intelligence refers to testimony laws where 2 women witnesses equal 1 man in certain financial matters. Now critics immediately ask, so memory problems suddenly come with chromosomes? Defenders argue the ruling reflected the social structure of 7th century Arabia, where men handled most commerce. In other words, ancient desert banking policies are now fighting modern Twitter feminism. At 3, deficient in religion? The hadith also says women are deficient in religion because menstruation exempts them from prayer and fasting temporarily. Critics respond, wait, so being excused from worship by God somehow becomes a spiritual downgrade? That's like your boss giving you vacation days, then calling you lazy for taking them. Traditional scholars insist it refers to quantity of ritual acts, not worth as human beings. But as you can imagine, not everyone buys that explanation. At 4, context versus literalism. This is where the battle gets serious. Some Muslims argue the hadith must be understood in historical context. Others insist authentic hadith are timeless and should not be softened for modern audiences. And suddenly, everyone becomes a historian, theologian, linguist, and relationship counselor at the same time. At 5, the modern Muslim dilemma. Many modern Muslims, especially women, struggle with narrations like this. Because balancing faith and modern equality debates can feel like trying to carry water in a shopping basket. Some reinterpret the hadith metaphorically. Some reject certain hadith entirely. And some simply avoid the topic like it's a family WhatsApp argument during Ramadan. At 6, critics hit hard. Critics argue that statements like this helped normalize patriarchal attitudes for centuries. They ask, if religion is timeless, why do some teachings sound trapped in the 600s? And that question has become one of the biggest challenges facing religion in the internet age. Because once people can Google everything, the uncomfortable chapters stop hiding. At 7, defenders push back. Defenders counter by saying critics cherry-pick controversial narrations while ignoring teachings about kindness, charity, and respect toward women. They argue, you can't judge 7th century societies by 21st century standards. Fair point. But critics answer right back. If morality changes with time, then why call it eternal? And just like that, the debate respawns again. At 8, social media made everything worse. 30 years ago, this debate stayed inside books and universities. Today, a 15-second TikTok clip can ignite a global theological war before breakfast. Nuance disappeared, algorithms took over, and outrage became the world's favorite sport. At 9, the bigger question. At the center of this debate lies a dangerous question. Should ancient religious texts adapt to modern morality, or should modern morality submit to ancient texts? That question doesn't just affect Islam. It affects Christianity, Judaism, and nearly every belief system trying to survive the modern world. Final thoughts at number 10. Whether people defend this hadith, criticize it, reinterpret it, or reject it entirely, one thing is certain. The internet has dragged ancient texts into modern daylight, and once difficult questions enter public discussion, they rarely go back into hiding. Because faith may shape civilizations, but questions shape the future.
What do you think? Was Sahih al-Bukhari 304 misunderstood?
Taken out of context? Or does it reveal deeper tensions between ancient religion and modern values? Drop your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. And if you enjoyed deep dives into religion, history, culture, and controversial ideas, subscribe to Terry's Diverse Horizons, where difficult conversations are never off limits. Because sometimes the most uncomfortable questions are the ones people are afraid to ask.